I better be in focus. You guys, I just filmed in French for the first time, and woo, that's a personal challenge. Okay, so now I feel like the words can flow much easier. You guys, I speak 3 languages and none of them well. So once in a while it's good to speak in my secondary or tertiary language, and then English just feels like a breeze after that. So let's talk curly girl. You guys, it's driving me crazy. And I'm seeing now, because the curly girl trend, I feel like it just took off like crazy, and now there's a lot of crashing going on, me included, to be honest. So I started curly girl, it will be 7 months now. I've cut my hair twice since then. I got 1 professional cut, and then I gave myself sort of a big chop a couple of weeks ago. Mainly it was because I have a nape shave that's been growing out, and I just wanted everything, or like the major length, to just be all the same length. So that's where we're at. Plus I wanted some bangs again. Plus I'm just so into those like 70s shags right now. Oh my god, with the bangs, and oh, it's just so like French girl, ironically, French girl chic, and just like undone and sexy and like rocker, and kind of like you clearly like care about the style of your hair, but you're not like a slave to it. And oh, it's so nice. And that feeling that like, it's very much like a French beauty thing where, you know, like you maintain yourself, and yet you don't want to look like you try too hard. And that's, you know, that's where curly girl is starting to really like irk me, because the amount of effort is ludicrous. It's insane. And the irony is that it's not supposed to be that way. If you, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing a hair refresh while I complain about curly girl. Using the Giovanni Natural Mousse Air Turbocharged Hair Styling Foam Mousse Coiffante, medium to firm hold, on dry hair. We'll just see what this does. So if you read the Curly Girl Handbook by Lorraine Massey, it's really about hair being easy. The idea is that straightening your hair and being a slave to your, you know, straightening iron is a lot of work, and letting your hair go natural is less work. However, if you watch any curly girl video where they're like showing you how they do their routine, or if you're part of curly girl forums or curly girl, if you follow any of the hardcore curly girls on Instagram, that is not even remotely the case. Like, it seems like we are becoming slaves to our hair, and that is, it's ridiculous. I think a lot of it is trying to push your hair to a level of curl that just isn't coming natural to your hair at that time. Like, for example, my hair is not curly right now. It's just not. It's the middle of winter. There's no other product in my hair right now besides this like mousse. This feels disgusting. I need to put something else in here. Smells good though. It's just trying to push. It's like, you know, like when like in Seinfeld, like the friendship level jumper. It's like when you're trying to level jump your hair, you're like, okay, I know that I can be like a 2C, 3A, but my hair is clearly like 2A, 2B right now. But from ego, I can't let that go, and I'm like pushing my hair and pushing my hair and pushing my hair. And I don't know, it's just like when you see like all the layers of product and the application methods and living your life, you know, with soaking wet hair, or like, if you've ever watched Specia, like I think her real name is Alicia Malik. She's one of the like big curly girls, along with like India Batson and those girls. nothing wrong with what they're doing, but you have to remember these are influencers who are starting to build a career around their hair and around being, you know, spokespeople for the curly girl method and for different brands and stuff like that, and that's fine. But Specia will diffuse her hair while lying on a yoga mat and she's got like super long thick hair with all of her hair pushed forward, and she's diffusing on her mat on low speed, low heat for something insane like 3 hours. That's just not doable for 99.9% of us. Like, I don't even have a normal 9-to-5 job, but I have a family and I have a life, and you know, three days a week I need to commute right away in the morning to bring my son to his part-time schooling situation, and like, I can't be doing that. And all the ways of sleeping, you know, with like these hair conserving, I mean, unless you're just doing the pineapple, which is easy, like the Medusa clipping, like, I don't want metal spikes next to my scalp while I sleep. Like, I'll sleep on my, you know, on my silk pillowcase because I love it. But if that wasn't comfortable, there's no way I would do that. And now my hair's too short to put in a super high pineapple, you know, to preserve my curls overnight. Like, I'm not gonna start doing some big complicated thing, you know, to like, just for what? To have curlier hair? Am I a better person if my hair is curlier? You know, and you also see a lot of women who laugh about, but they're also griping about how, you know, they have to plan their week and plan their time around their washing routine, and they're kind of laughing about it like, oh, just, you know, regular day in life of a curly girl, like, you know, I've got my kid's Christmas concert, but I'm supposed to wash that night. What am I gonna do? Well, I can't do it the night before because of blah, blah, blah. And, you know, like, it's like complicating people's lives needlessly when that is not the point of Curly Girl. Curly Girl is supposed to be simple, carefree, easy, not stressing about your hair. You know, it's not supposed to be about like getting this perfect glaze cast, and I'm really starting to like not like that look at all. I got kind of like obsessed at one point because I was like, oh, look at how curly you can get your hair if it gets that glazed. But I don't know, I don't like that like sausage encasing look. And I mean, I don't know, like that, of course it's all just comes down to personal preference, but it's weird. It's just like all of a sudden I'm looking at my Instagram, I call it now my personal Instagram feed, way vague, because I follow like a lot of hair, reptiles, tattoos, lingerie, and just like my just celebrities now. I'm starting to follow celebrities just to see like, I don't know. I know nothing about like the Kardashians and stuff like that, like literally nothing. And I've never watched following what's it called? Keeping up with the Kardashians. The heck was my point? Yeah, like it's my personal Instagram where like, you know, I've been following, and I follow a lot of curly girls, and I'm just seeing like these hair, and I do it too. I'm not like making fun of anyone. I definitely do it as well. I've deleted a lot of them, but mostly pictures of my hair. And it's like, what? And what am I trying, you know, what are we trying to show each other? And like all of these products, it's insane. I'm a product junkie, so like I get it. But I can imagine like the poor women getting into this and they're not product junkies, and this is like their first foray into like the junkyism, and how scary that might actually be. Like the amount of, you know, just that shock of how much money you spend at the end of the year on like hair products. You're like, holy shit, that's like a down payment on a car, or like, you know, and if you know, in Lorraine Massey's book, like I'm not saying like she's the one that we should all be following. I'm just saying that she gave the title to this method and that we've all been like running off with, but we're not really following it as gospel, you know, because she says all you need is a good botanical conditioner and a gel. Halas, that is it, you know? But that's not how we're doing it. Like we're using, you know, a serum and then a cream and then a gel and then a mousse, and then we do these refreshes and we got the ba-da-da and da-da-da-da-da. And yeah, come sit on me. And it's too much. I got into Curly Girl at just like a really stressful time in my life, and I honestly used it. Oh, she hit her head. I honestly used it as a distraction from what was going on in my life, and I don't really want to do that anymore. Like, I'm going to continue formulating my hair products. I want to get as close to products that are one and done as I can. And that, you know, products don't have to make your hair the curliest it can possibly be. Like, what's wrong with waves? What's wrong with straight hair? What's wrong with bedhead? What's wrong with whatever? I don't know. Like, it's just too much, you know? And I think that us wavies really fall into that trap because, you know, we can live our lives, you know, for 25 years, like not knowing that we've even got wavy hair because we're always straightening our hair. And then, you know, we do this method and we're like, whoa, I've got ringlets. And then that's kind of addictive, you know, you try to keep on getting those ringlets, but we have to remind ourselves that truly all textures can be beautiful. Like, just keep up with the health of your hair. You know, find a styling routine that makes sense for your life. Like, really, and if Curly Girl works for you and you don't feel like you're walking around with dirty hair all the time because you're trying to push to day 5, 6, 7, 12 day hair because, you know, your washing routine is like hell because it takes so long, and like you build biceps just like holding your, you know, like doing your hair, then like it's missing the point, you know. And there's nothing wrong with washing your hair. There's nothing wrong with, you know, finding something simple that works. And you know, just like truly it's about, Curly Girl was supposed to be about accepting your hair as is, but I don't feel like a lot of us are doing that. So I'm personally sort of taking a step back. I'm gonna stick with like the silicone free and the sulfate free, all of that, which I was already doing, honestly. I like scrunching my hair. Ooh, I really like this product. I like AG Naturals, actually. This is the Dry Lift texture and volume paste. It's like if a hair styling balm and dry shampoo had a baby, and I just use a tiny little bit in my bangs. I love that I accept my bangs and like the natural bend that they have. You know, that's nice. That to me feels like true acceptance, that I don't feel like because my bangs have this little S in them that they're bad bangs. That was a bit of an eye opener for me, is just redefining what bad bangs, bad hair is, you know? Is my hair being like this considered bad? I don't know, because I can't even see it. But, you know, just because it's not the curliest it can be isn't a failure, and we really just need to be making this simple so that it's sustainable and so that we like can enjoy our hair, because the breakneck pace of Curly Girl is not sustainable for me anymore. So